What is up, you guys? Welcome back to Small Talks. I'm your host, Aaron De Guzman. And today, before we get started, I'd like to welcome our 410th subscriber. Welcome to the channel, guys. I hope you like your stay here. If you like these videos, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So let's get started. All right, so let's see what we have for today. Okay, so over the past week, I've been reading Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad Poor Dad. Now, this book has been on shelf for a long time, and it has been extremely helpful for teaching kids about financial literacy. So I thought to myself, why not make an episode? Then I realized, hey, I'm not rich. So so basically, I kept thinking to myself, and I hope you guys can relate on why am I not rich? Right. Reason number one is you're going to have to take a good look on how you spend your money. Right? Money is not infinite, guys. We all know that whenever we started working. So I want you to take a good long look at yourself and realize what are you spending your things on. Are you saving well enough, or does it go 100% to your bills or 100% to your vices? Now, this has a lot of impact in terms of why you're not getting rich. Reason number two, take a good long look at your job. Let's see, are you happy? Are you earning enough? And if you're not earning enough, what are you doing about it? All right. A lot of people think that their jobs don't matter, especially if they're earning minimum wage. That couldn't be further from the truth. Just because you live in minimum wage doesn't mean you have to get stuck by it. Now, mindset plays a lot of important factors when it comes to the job. All right. The difference between someone who gets pay raises versus someone who doesn't is that the one who actually gets those pay raises are those people who are willing to take on more responsibilities. Now, this is a common mindset with other people. They pay enough. They only work in relation to what they're paid. So, in Tagalog, ito lang yan. Saktong trabaho lang sa sahod, which is a very dangerous thing to do because it will prohibit your growth. It will cause you to build bad habits. So, if you're challenged by the minimum wage, if you're challenged by a lot of these things, you have to ask yourself, what can I do more so that I don't live just above the poverty line? Reason number three, are you poor or are you broke? There's a difference. A lot of people can't see it because it basically is in relation with one another. Like, for example, this is the difference. When you say you're broke, it's only temporary. You don't have money as of this moment. When you say you're poor, you don't have money for a long period of time. Now, take a good long look at yourself and ask, are you poor or are you broke? If you're broke, find ways to make money at this moment. And if you're poor, find ways to get out of it. Find the reasons, find additional income, discover if you're saving or not, or some of the costs you can cut back. All right. Reason number four, when you realize that having a higher salary equals a higher cost of living. Let's face it, the moment we get a promotion, the moment we get higher pay, the moment we start splurging, all right, guys, just because you earn 40,000 a month doesn't mean you get to keep all of it. The true measure of wealth is how much you earn minus how much you spend, and the leftover is determined as your wealth. All right? It's a matter of how much you can save every payday that determines how much money do you have. It doesn't matter if whether you earn 100,000 pesos versus 15,000 pesos. If your cost of living is too high, then your higher salary will mean absolutely nothing. Reason number five, when you're afraid to take risk, let's face it, the world is full of risk. And remember the old saying, nothing ventured, nothing gained. So a lot of people tend to have this reason that they can't gamble with their lives, especially if they have a family, which is true, and I respect that. But don't these are the same people who can't gamble away their investments, but they can gamble, let's say, in a basketball game. I've seen people, I've seen coworkers gamble, let's say, 1,000 for the NBA finals, and surprisingly, they lost. Right? It's the same. If you're investing on something, it's the same. It's a lot better than gambling, actually. It's not the same, but it's better. Given with enough education, enough information, you can turn a profit. But it all begins when you're willing to take that risk. Reason number six, take a good long look about your money. All right? Are you working for money, or do you let your money work for you? Now, a lot of us here have working jobs. A lot of us are working for money, but that doesn't mean you should be the only one working. All right? Your money should be able to work for you. How to do this? Invest. Investing is a great way for your money to work for you. Think of it as every peso you make is an employee, and all of those pesos will have to make you money. All right? Think of it as you're the boss and your money is the employees. Don't do that in reverse. Like, for example, money is your boss. All right? Make sure that whatever money you have, you know how to put it into good use. You learn how to invest. You learn to make it work for you. All right. Reason number 7. Do you know how to spot an opportunity? And do you know how to capitalize on an opportunity? All right. Opportunity is always around us, guys. Even under difficult circumstances, there is always an opportunity to earn, especially during the COVID season. We see people turn into trade workers. We see them become entrepreneurs. We see them trying not to starve. All right. It doesn't mean just because there is a COVID doesn't mean life stops spinning. It just means that we have to change tactics instead of going with the status quo. You have to be able to adapt to any given situation. The rich do this. I'll give you an example. If you're, let's say, if you're a millennial right now, you're probably at the age of 25 to 30. So you probably, what's the word? You've probably seen the evolution of a cell phone, right? Take a good look at your cell phone right now. Compare it to a cell phone back in 2000. Now, those things are evolving. So why shouldn't you? All right? A part of growth is being able to adapt to certain situations and learning how to view an opportunity that presents itself to you. Every day is an opportunity, and it's up to you to capitalize upon it. Reason number 8. How do you deal with failure? All right, guys? How do you deal with failure? A lot of people can't cope with failure because they never had a taste for it. Especially if everything has been given to you on a silver platter. Now, when you taste failure, you have to be able to learn from it as fast as you can. Because failure is a part of learning, because it just means that you haven't gotten there yet. It doesn't mean that it's on you. It's more on what did I fail to do, not because of I failed in general. So that's the proper mindset that you should have. You shouldn't treat failure as a failure. You should treat failure as a step back. All right? Just because you failed now doesn't mean you have to fail tomorrow. Just keep trying and keep working hard, guys. The difference between a winner and a loser is how much failure they can take before they quit, or how far they will go even though with failures, even though they've been burdened with failures before. That's how winning is done. It doesn't matter how hard you hit. It's how hard you get hit and still move forward. All right? So keep moving forward, guys. Failure is just part of learning. So don't beat yourself up about it. Reason number 10. Your mindset means everything. All right? It doesn't matter on how much material you have. It doesn't matter how much your resources. or how large your resources are. If you don't have the ample mindset to do something, you will never succeed. All right. I can give you 10 tips on anything, but if you don't change your mindset, it will mean nothing. All right. You have to be able to change your mindset. Now, this is easier said than done. I put this at the last portion because I wanted it to be a lot deeper or a lot more meaningful. All right. Whatever your mind thinks, your body does. If you think negatively, your body will do negative things. But if you think in a positive way, or you have positive influences that you take inspiration from, then you will succeed. Don't forget to surround yourself with people who are willing to teach you to be positive. You have to learn to distinguish those types of people, those who have your good intentions versus those who are just using you. All right. A positive mind can do anything it sets it into. All right. Sorry if I'm stuttering, but I believe this is one of the most important things on why people aren't getting rich. All right. It's their mindset. Just because you're poor now doesn't mean you're going to be poor tomorrow. If you have the right mindset, if you know how to work hard, and if you have a goal in mind, you can get out of it. You can be rich. That's it, guys. 10 reasons why it's difficult to get rich. Now, I know some of these things are controversial, but I do hope that you keep an open mind. Now, these are my top 10. I would like to hear from you. If you have any more suggestions, tips, comments that could share with everyone, if you can share that with anyone, I'd rather you do it in the channel. So leave a comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.